remotely. I appear today on behalf of the Office of the Public Defender. It's my understanding that today is the second day scheduled for what would be effectively a probable cause conference, and there has been a denial of the request for assigned attorney in Mr. Moore's file, and I'm prepared to discuss that with Your Honor if Your Honor wishes.
Let me just clarify the record too, because I called two file numbers and didn't call them first names correct because these names are almost the same. I have a Darion Lamar Moore 24-03285 and then a Darius Lamont Moore 24-03286. And appearances would be taken on both those matters. So Mr. Watson, you were addressing, I believe, Darion Moore. I need appearance for Darius Moore, please.
Attorney Luke Goodrich from the Public Defender's Office here to represent Darius Moore on this matter. He is appearing over Zoom this morning. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Okay, and so Mr. Darius Moore does have representation by the Office of the Public Defender, and the issue is a lack of conflict counsel for Mr. Darion Moore. Is that accurate?
Not entirely, Your Honor. As far as Mr. Darion Lamar Moore is concerned, there has been a denial of his request for assigned attorney and order.
Okay.
I'm pleased to explain that in greater detail.
Please do.
Well, Your Honor, as Your Honor is well aware, the MIDC has set out various standards by which our offices like ours are to go about business of representing the indigent accused. Darion Lamar Moore was arraigned and at the time of arraignment disclosed information that makes it so that Mr. Moore would not income qualify. I'm obligated, as according to my grant funding, Your Honor, for our office, to be careful to make sure that we make sure that people who are 200% or below the federal poverty guideline are the recipients of the services of our office. Darion Lamar Moore indicated that he is gainfully employed and well beyond the income qualification. Thereafter, Your Honor, when that occurs, when there has been an initial denial, what occurs thereafter is a denial letter is sent then to the applicant so that they might appeal the decision concerning the initial denial. For instance, if there had been a significant change in circumstance, that might make a difference as far as whether or not our office would accept representation. In this case, because this is a co-defendant case, of course, Darion Lamar Moore's case would have been sent to the conflict roster, that is, an attorney in private practice who's entered into an agreement to accept cases from our office where there are conflicts such as this. But it is quite clear to me, based on the information that our office received, that Mr. Moore, that is Darion Lamar Moore, would not income qualify as he is gainfully employed and well beyond 200% of the federal poverty guideline. As part of the appeals process, Mr. Moore was called upon to provide information concerning lawyer quotes, right? And I received those and reviewed those as well. And that information that has been provided to me, I don't want to get too specific about this, Your Honor, as far as income is concerned, unless, of course, Mr. Moore wishes for me to do so, in which case he would waive privilege, because frankly, I would perceive that anything that is said in confidence to any lawyer, whether it be a lawyer of our office at the time of arraignment or a lawyer who has provided correspondence in response to a consultation, that those things would be protected. So he would have to give a waiver for that purpose for us to have a hearing on this issue if Your Honor desires to have that take place. But as far as I can tell, based on all the information that I've been able to receive and have assessed, Mr. Moore would not qualify for the assistance of the Office of the Public Defender based on our grant funding obligations and based on his ability, quite obviously as he is gainfully employed, to retain the services of an attorney of his choosing.
Thank you. Mr. Darion Moore, you understand all that was stated there? You're muted.
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay, so you've been denied representation by the Office of the Public Defender, and it sounds like you've already undergone some level of an appeal, but how do you want to proceed? Are you seeking to have time to hire your own counsel to represent you?
Yes, Your Honor. I have tried to get a court-appointed lawyer 2 to 3 times. I right now have been on leave from my job for about a month, since maybe I want to say close to the start of Christmas, and I don't go back to that job until the 20th. So I have been trying to find a lawyer. I did send quotes. I have talked to different lawyers, and I personally can't afford a regular lawyer as of right now. That's why I've been trying to get a court-appointed lawyer, Your Honor.
So you've been on leave without pay for the last month?
The first 2 weeks was holiday pay, Your Honor. The second 2, no.
5 questions if you've been on leave without pay. You
Oh,
said
no,
the
Your
first 2 was holiday pay, the
no.
second 2 was,
Oh, no, Your Honor, I
Okay.
haven't. No. My apologies.
okay. Okay, so you have been getting paid?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and so wouldn't that, your being on leave didn't have a effect on your income, is what you're telling the court?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, and so without you, well, you're not considered to be indigent and not considered to be eligible for court-appointed counsel. So I don't know what your finances are, but I can give you some time to try to get an attorney, because you do have the right to be represented by an attorney, but I can't just hold the matter open if you don't get one.
I understand, Your Honor.
Okay. How much time do you think you may need to try to continue to get quotes and look for counsel to represent you in this matter?
Your Honor, I'm requesting a week to maybe 2 weeks, if possible.
It looks like this was a matter that has another co-defendant. People of the state of Michigan versus Sienna Stevens, 24-03287. Why counsel appearance on her behalf? Does she have counsel? She doesn't have counsel
I
either.
believe she's in the same position as Darian Moore.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
If you don't mind, if Your Honor's called that case, I'll be pleased to place on the record my position on behalf of the office concerning Ms. Stevens' file as well.
Okay, thank you. Okay, Ms. Stevens, can you unmute, please? Okay, Ms. Stevens, did you understand that you have been denied representation by the Office of the Public Defender?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and are you seeking to hire your own attorney at this time?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I think that Judge Ward handled the probable cause conferences for these in my absence back on December 26th and found a good cause to go beyond the 21 days at that time. So we do not need to address the timeline. I can, however, reset these matters, giving both Ms. Stevens and Mr. Darion Moore additional time to try to retain counsel. I'm going to
Your Honor,
set
if I may
whatever-
briefly create a record concerning this denial. I wanted to make sure that
Yes.
Your Honor is clear separately on this file, that is in Ms. Stevens' file number 24-3287 FY, that again, as I stated in the co-defendant's file, that Ms. Stevens was denied counsel based on the information from her intake and based on the income information from the request for assigned counsel that she is clearly well beyond the 200% of the federal poverty guideline, which my office is obligated to to represent. And those people who do not income qualify simply would not qualify. Ms. Stevens' case, if she were to be qualified, would have been going to a conflict roster attorney, but she is clearly gainfully employed and well beyond the 200% of the federal poverty guideline. And she has entered into the appeals process as well. So I know that she has, at least I'm gathering information, that she has sought and continues to seek the assistance of counsel of her own choosing. Thank you.
Thank you for making that record, and that information is noted. And so, the AG, are there any concerns with putting this out a couple of weeks?
Your Honor, I have no concern about putting it out a couple of weeks. I will put on the record that I will make myself available to both Mr. Darian Moore as well as Ms. Stevens to discuss their matters. At this point, they are unrepresented, and if they wish to discuss them with discussion with them, I will certainly be sure to caution them in terms of what they say and how they say it and what my position is in respect to theirs. But at the same time, if they're looking to discuss their matter prior to making a decision whether to hire an attorney or not, I'm happy to discuss their case with them.
Sounds good, and we'll make sure that they get your information.
Thank you.
Should they decide to waive representation and speak to you directly. Let me get you new dates I need a probable cause conference, so that I can ensure that they have counsel, and if they get counsel, that their counsel gets discovery. January 31st. So we can't do it. We can't reset it to someone else. Yeah, that'll get us in trouble. So earlier would be January 23rd. January 23rd for the probable cause conference is fine. Does that work for you, Mr. Hayes?
Yeah, I'll make that work, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, and I'll give an exam date for now.
February 27th and
February 27th at 9 will be the date for the exam at this time. Do you have any questions for the court today, Mr. Darian Moore? You're muted, by the way.
You said January 27th, Your Honor?
January 23rd will be your probable cause conference date.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, no problem. Then I'm currently scheduling your preliminary examination for February 27th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Stevens, do you have any questions for the court?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, the matters will continue to that date and time. Any additional matters for the record, counsel?
Your Honor, that was at 8:30?
For which matter? For probable cause?
Yeah, the probable cause, yeah.
9:30.
9:30. Thank you.
Thank you. Anything for you, Mr. Goodrich?
No, Your Honor. Thank you.
Anything else for you, Mr. Watson?
No, only to thank Your Honor.
Thank you. You're all set for today.
Have a nice day.
Same to you.
We're able to leave, Your Honor.
Yes, you're free to go.
Okay, thank you. Have a good day.
Same to you. Okay. She was outside. I saw him earlier. So on which matter? Simpson?
Yeah.
See if Mr. Etheridge, is Mr. Etheridge out there? He was out there.
Yeah, not anymore. I'll go see if I can track it down.
We've not seen her. Archie White here.
I think she just called his name.
See Mr. Miller, see his name.
All right.
I just
like to use, but I'll put it out there.
On the record of the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Carmelo Simpson, 24-02483 FT, council appearance.
For the people.
Attorney Derek Estridge, also public defender on behalf of Mr. Simpson.
Okay, Mr. Simpson is present from Ingham County Jail. This was the date set for a review. There was a referral to specialty court that the defendant wanted to accept. And I think he was supposed to be screened. Do we have an update on that?
Your Honor, it's my understanding that he was accepted. They did a counter plea offer, where because the original offer was for time, the amount of time he had already served, he had to plead to a different misdemeanor. He advised me that he would accept that in order to go into specialty court. And we're just waiting on paperwork to be completed to have it transferred.
Okay, so how much time do we need?
Weeks, maybe. Or- Yeah.
February 6th. February 6th at 9 a.m. No problem. Do you have any questions for the court today, Mr. Simpson?
May I stand, Your Honor?
Do you have any questions? I didn't hear you.
May I stand, Your Honor?
Yes.
Yes, Your Honor. May I say a statement real fast, Your Honor?
Yes, you can.
Your Honor, as you know, my name is Carmelo Scott Dennis Simpson, and I've been here for 3 months. And the time I've been here, it was bad at first, but I experienced things I had never experienced before. I experienced the time where I went to CATS and I learned so much here, you know. And I just want to say that if you will give me a chance to go to do just sobriety court and fight for my life and go to I have ideas to go to a job, get a job, and I have ideas to get my life right on straight.
Very good. Mr. Simpson, I am going to give you an opportunity to do the sobriety court. We're just waiting for the transfer paperwork, okay? So I'm glad to hear that you're experiencing things that are positive, and hopefully you'll continue to have a positive experience while you work towards your recovery, okay?
Yes, Your Honor, I was just asking, sorry. I was just asking if I could go back out in the real world because my mother, she really needs help out there. She's very depressed and I want to be there for her.
Okay, I recognize your mom probably needs some help, but you need some help too. And so that's why we are here.
Okay, Your Honor.
Thank you. Any additional matters for the record?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
You're all set for today, sir.
One more question. Am I going to rehab?
Your Honor, the court had modified his bond and released him to House of Commons at one point, and he had left and he got in status. My understanding is they're going to still try to get him back into rehab, but I'm not sure where.
Okay. They're trying to work to get you back into rehab. We just don't know where yet, okay?
Okay, thank you so much. I will prefer Bear River if you don't mind, Your Honor.
Okay, your attorney has noted that, and again, they're making efforts to get you a location for rehab, okay?
Thank you so much, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Okay, is Mr. Meltz here? Where's Mr. Meltz?
Seen him all today.
Okay, wait a minute here. Okay. What's your name, sir? You can come up to the table here. On the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Archie White, 24-02491. Mr. White, you were scheduled for a sentence today. I'm not sure where your attorney is. He's not checked in. Your sentence is scheduled for 9 a.m. I'm just going on the record because you're being remanded into the custody of the Ingham County Jail. I ordered you to report to probation so that I can get a pre-sentence report. I ordered you to do that back in November. I have a report here for no show. Says defendant was ordered to report to probation on November 18th to complete pre-sentence paperwork. Defendant initially failed to report within the required time frame, but then contacted by phone and reported to probation the next day. When the defendant arrived to complete the paperwork, he fell asleep multiple times in the probation department waiting area. This officer personally spoke to Mr. White multiple times and personally woke him up from his sleep, imploring him to complete the paperwork and advising him that he could not sleep in the probation department. The defendant left the probation department prior to completing the paperwork, but was provided a date to return for pre-sentence, don't talk over me, for a pre-sentence interview on December 4th, 2024. Mr. White failed to appear for the pre-sentence interview on December 4th, 2024. The defendant was contacted by phone and email, instructing him to contact the probation department to reschedule a pre-sentence interview at the time of this writing, which was December 30th, 2024. The defendant had not contacted probation, and he was ordered to complete a substance abuse assessment by the 26th of December. That has not been completed. So you're being remanded in the custody of Income County Jail for failure to follow my order, which prevents me from being able to sentence you today. Okay? And then when we find your attorney, he'll be down to talk to you. Okay? Thank you. I'm gonna advise you of your right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. Your attorney is not here. I will not take any statement from you. I'm only advising you as to why you're going into custody. Do you understand? Thank you. You can say whatever you have to say after you've had counsel by your attorney. Thank you. Off the record.
Looks like we have some time here on it. Would you like me to check the other courtrooms? Maybe Mr. Milks is in the middle of the.
Oh, yes, please. for Monday that we have a forensic for Benbeck.
Yes.
Do we have a report?
Just filed some information months. I got it.
I'm asking if we have to do it. I don't want to be this part. I just want to know, is there a report? Because if there's not, you have to call and find out where the report is. So it's a waiver.
Yes.
Okay, on the record in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Henry Shotwell, 24-02916, appearance, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Jennifer Lutton, on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Marcus Belladori on behalf of Henry Shop.
Okay, good morning. Mr. Shotwell was scheduled for a preliminary examination today. Child abuse, internet, child accosting, and another internet. And there's going to be an unconditional waiver to the circuit court. Was there a offer at all?
Yes, Your Honor, that is correct. Both the defendant and the people will be unconditionally waiving their right to preliminary exam. There is an offer for the defendant to plead to count 4. In exchange, counts 1, 2, and 3 would be dismissed. However, we will continue with negotiations.
That's accurate.
That is accurate, Your Honor.
Okay, and Mr. Shotwell, you understand that you have the right to have a preliminary examination on this file here in the district court?
I understand that.
Okay, do you understand the purpose of the examination? Okay. You're gonna give up your right to require any evidence you put on the record at this stage to establish that there's probable cause that these felonies were even committed and probable cause to charge you with those felonies.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is anyone threatening you to give up your examination? Has there been any promises made to you if you waive your examination? The bind over date is gonna be the 22nd of January. So that's the date the circuit court's gonna get the file from the district court, not a date that you need to appear in court unless your attorney's making a motion for you to be rearranged in circuit court, okay? Absent that motion, your next court date will be a pretrial in the circuit court, and your attorney will be made aware of that, okay? Yes, I'm right out. Okay, bond was set at 10,000, 10%. That will continue. There's a GPS tether that you have, is that correct? That will continue as well, and bond conditions that you're not to be along with any minors. That will also continue. Any additional matters for the record?
Nothing else from the people.
Nothing further, Your Honor. Thank you.
You're all set. Thank you. So Mr. Milks looking here, but then
He's slinking over here in the corner.
oh, he's hiding behind the
He
computer.
is.
Because he was supposed to be here at 9 and we didn't see him prior to 9:35.
He sounds like a real jerk. He also hasn't been able to get a hold of his clients, so he's trying to give his client as much time as he could.
Your client was here,
He was, which was good.
but he's now in custody.
I just spoke with him.
The record was made as to why he was in custody. He wanted to share something with the court. The court would not allow him to speak without your presence. We just wanted to make a record of why he was being remanded.
Yeah.
So he'll be remanded until the time that I can sentence him.
Okay.